Evie, a part of the 2026 intern team here at Moss Consulting. I've roped in two of my fellow interns, Avery and Cayman. I'm hosting, but fair warning, I'm going to answer right along with them. Let's get into it. Topic 1, what we're studying. Let's start simple. What are you studying and what pulled you towards it? I'll go first. I'm on the marketing and PR track with a major in strategic communication and minor in psychology. I love the storytelling side of how a company shows up in the world, and I've learned so much more about it through this internship. What about y'all?
That's awesome. I am a management major with a focus in human resources. So obviously that led me here to Moss to learn from some HR professionals. And yeah, that's what pulled me towards this internship specifically.
I'm studying HR with a minor in business management. So I'm really excited for this internship this summer and learning from the best at HR.
Okay, now we're going to talk about how we landed at Moss. How did you guys land at Moss?
Well, it's kind of a coincidence because we all landed here a similar way. One of Moss's most amazing clients is Frontera Search Partners, and we all have very trusted friendships and relationships with the owners of that business, and they have a great relationship with the owners here at Moss.
Yeah, it was so fun because on our first day of our internship, we got to go visit them. Mm-hmm. What do we actually do here? Let's bust the myth that interns just do coffee runs. What are you actually working on this summer? I'm helping build the intern website and getting hands-on with content. What about you two?
I know me and Avery have been working together on a lot of cool projects. We've been doing everything from payroll to talking with clients to emailing them to everything employee relations related. So everything under that HR bubble we're really getting to work on, and it's only been week 2.
Good. Okay, now we're going to talk about the dream job. Where do you want to take this after school? What direction are you chasing?
I think that with HR, there's a lot of different ways you can go. There's a lot of different routes and job paths. So I think just continuing to create relationships and to learn more and to learn everything there is to know about HR and just see where that leads me.
Great. What about you?
I think I want to lean more into that risk management side of HR. That's something that I think I would be good at, and helping people understand and help the company move in a safer and more controlled direction. And I think that's something I would thrive in.
Yeah, nice. They've put me kind of more on the marketing side of things. So I think that that's definitely a direction that I want to go after I graduate. And it's given me a lot of insight on what that all looks like. So what's something that you've learned here that you couldn't have gotten from a classroom? So for me, it's kind of just like how fast everything has been and how like helpful everything's been. I feel like in school, a lot of the time it's been for yourself and just like learn and reading, but I feel like here it's really hands-on. Do y'all feel that way?
Yeah. I totally agree. I think one of the biggest things that you can't learn in a classroom is curveballs, which this company has a lot of those. And it's truly just learning from experience and taking that and applying that to future situations.
Yeah. I know on day 1, I went on site to a client with Nicole, one of the co-founders of this company. So it's just something that school can't teach you or they can't bring you out. So it's the experience you're getting.
What surprised you most about the working world?
Ooh, I don't know. I think I knew that there was a lot of different personalities and backgrounds, but I think the way that everyone finds a way to work simultaneously together and help one another rather than it being a race, trying to be the first one to the finish line.
I've been so surprised about the fact that like everyone works so much as a team here. Like I feel like a lot of the stigma around the working world is that everyone's trying to work against each other, trying to be better than the other. But I feel like here, everyone like genuinely wants what's best for the other, which I think is so great. There's a lot going on here right now. From where you sit, what is the most exciting thing happening at Moss? So that could be recruiting, the new services, the shoots, the summit. For me, my main attention is on recruiting and the summit. I've been sitting with Wesley a lot today and just hearing about her role because she's our head of recruiting now. And it's been so interesting hearing everything from her because I think she's going to be a huge resource for us. And the summit is also going to be great because the marketing team has been planning a lot for that. So that's been really fun for me.
Yeah, I think honestly getting to learn about everyone's different roles and getting to shadow everyone, I think something that I'm really excited about looking forward with Moss is just trying out every section of HR and seeing which one I fit in best and which one kind of works well with my personality, and then really leaning into that.
Yeah, I'm also really excited for the summit. We work mostly remotely, and sometimes we get the opportunity to see some of our peers just at a meeting up location or coming into an office of a client one day. But I'm just excited to really see everyone and get that face-to-face connection there.
Yeah. What's a skill that you're trying to get better at this summer? And do you think that you've gotten better since starting?
I think probably being a little more personable with different clients, because I know everyone says HR is kind of a robot or they're the no person, but HR isn't that. We want what's best for everyone. We want everyone to feel good and confident about where they're at. So I think talking with everyone and learning everyone's different personality types, like you said, Avery, can really help in the real world. And that's something if I learn now in summer, it'll set me up.
Yeah, it's called human resources for a reason. What would you tell yourself on day one of this internship, knowing what you know now? This is kind of a hard question because we're only 2 weeks in, but just from what you've learned.
Yeah, I think going in, we all kind of didn't know, because we met up before we started just to kind of get a base level of meet everyone. And I think we all were just kind of like, we have no idea what we're expecting. I don't think we had expectations. If we did, we would be, I'm sure, rising above those expectations because we've just had the best time. But I don't know. I think I would say that to not feel intimidated or scared, and you're going to know everything that you need to know.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. What's something from this experience you'll carry into your career no matter where you end up?
I think communication skills, because we're primarily virtual, it's just so important to communicate what you're doing, what you're working on, what your deadline looks like, what your timeline is, what your schedule is, all of that, and your own time management too. Just being able to handle that and then communicate that properly to people around you is such an important skill to have in life, and something that's very admired here.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And just like creating relationships with the people that you're working with, like becoming friends with them and like building trust with them so that you can rely on them if you need help or have a problem. I think that's super important.
Okay, agree.
So yeah, that's the 2026 intern team at Moss Consulting. Thanks for hanging out with us, and follow along to see what we get into next.
See you next time.
It's fast, it's fun, it's the